Some places are famous because they're big. Some because they're beautiful. And then, there are places that become famous simply because people can't believe they're real. The Chiang Mai Sticky Waterfall falls squarely into that last category. I will admit it, when I first heard about it, I was skeptical. A waterfall you can actually climb without slipping. It sounded more like a tourist sales pitch than something nature could create, but sometimes, the strangest stories turn out to be the true ones. As we made our way north from Chiang Mai, the scenery slowly began to change. The busy streets faded away. The traffic became lighter. The mountains grew closer. And before long, it felt like we'd left the city behind completely. Northern Thailand has a way of doing that. One minute you're surrounded by cafes, markets, and scooters weaving through traffic. The next, you're driving through quiet countryside, with forests stretching off into the distance. It's an easy drive. And honestly, it's one of those trips where you don't mind taking your time. The destination is great, but getting there is part of the experience too. Then you arrive, walk a short distance through the trees, and hear the water long before you actually see it. First, looks like any other waterfall. Water pouring over pale-colored rocks. People gathered around, taking pictures. Children splashing in the pools. Nothing seems unusual until you notice something that doesn't quite make sense. People aren't standing beside the waterfall. They're climbing it. No one looks nervous. Nobody is crawling on their hands and knees. They're simply walking up flowing water, as if gravity had decided to take the afternoon off. That's the moment you realize this place really is different. The first time we heard people say you could actually walk up a waterfall, we figured they were exaggerating. They weren't. The rocks here are covered in limestone deposits that create a rough surface. Instead of being slippery, they grip your feet. You almost have to experience it before you believe it. Standing at the bottom doesn't look possible. Water is rushing over the rocks, yet people of every age are simply walking right up the middle. The first step is always the hardest. Your brain keeps telling you, the rocks should be slippery. You instinctively move slowly, expecting your feet to slide. But nothing happens. The rock holds you in place. You take another step. Then another. Within seconds, you stop thinking about falling and start wondering how you've never seen anything like this before. Kids treat it like the world's biggest playground. Adults usually take one careful step, then start laughing when they realize it really does work. Some people use the ropes along the steeper sections. Others never touch them. The limestone does almost all of the work. There's no algae. No slime. Just one of nature's strangest little engineering projects. But the best part is that it's completely free. No entrance fee. No parking fee. Just one of northern Thailand's most unusual day trips. The waterfall sits about an hour and a half north of Chiang Mai. The drive is almost part of the adventure. As the city disappears, the countryside takes over. Rice fields, small villages, forest-covered hills, and quiet roads leading deeper into northern Thailand. By the time you arrive, you've already forgotten about city traffic. Most visitors spend a fortune booking organized tours. But you really don't have to. Rent a scooter, share a songthaew with friends, or hire one for the day. However you get here, the waterfall is exactly the same. Sometimes the inexpensive choice really is the better one. I have a few tips for you. Bring clothes that dry quickly. Pack plenty of water. And don't forget sunscreen. The cool water feels wonderful, but the tropical sun still finds a way to catch you. A waterproof bag for your phone is one of the smartest things you can bring. Trust me. After a couple of hours climbing the different levels, the little food stalls near the entrance become impossible to ignore. Fresh pad thai, fried rice, cold drinks, fresh fruit. Simple local food at local prices. Nothing fancy. Just good food after an active afternoon. One thing I really appreciate is that this place hasn't turned into an expensive tourist attraction. Still feels relaxed. Still feels local. And it still gives everyone the chance to enjoy something completely different, without emptying their wallet. We've visited a lot of waterfalls during our travels. Most of them are beautiful to look at. This one, you actually get to climb. It's one of those places that reminds you that the best travel memories aren't always the most expensive ones. Sometimes, they're the ones where you're standing barefoot, walking up the middle of a waterfall, wondering how any of this is even possible. If you're spending a few days in Chiang Mai, set aside one morning for the Sticky Waterfall. Arrive early. Take your time. Climb as many times as you like. Because this is one of those places that really is every bit as fun as everyone says it is.